Hey guys, welcome to Trashy Stupid Fun. Today I have two movies I want to talk about. One is going to make me rage though, and I'm going to get that one right out of the way because I feel like I cannot not talk about this movie because I talked a little bit about it on Facebook, and so here we go. The first movie I would like to talk about that I watched last weekend or so is the oh god. I can't even say it. It's the fourth Twilight movie, Breaking Dawn, or the first part of fourth movie, which whatever that they felt needed to be split into two parts. But I don't get into that. Oh my god. But yeah, this movie. Oh, first of all, I did not watch this, by itself. I watched the Riff Tracks version, and it was hilarious. The Riff Tracks part was hilarious. The movie itself is awful. I'm gonna piss off so many Twilight fans right now, but oh my god, it was bad. It's an awful, awful movie. So they're all really bad. All the Twilight movies are really bad. And I've watched them all, but I've watched them with riff tracks, and I'll do anything to watch a movie with riff tracks on it at this point. And because the other ones I've watched Wicker Man, which was hilarious. The movie was kind of fun on its own because it's so bad and over the top, with Nicolas Cage. And then what else have I watched that I would never watch otherwise? Oh, the Last Airbender. I watched that too, but with riff tracks. But oh god, that was the riff tracks for that one was funny because they kind of made a joke about that one dude who's in the Twilight movies too. They kind of made a crack about him. It's like, wasn't he in the Twilight movies? And I think they made a joke like, it's sad that I know that, or something like that. They're just like, I don't know what that says about me that I know that. Some joke like that. And then okay, back to Breaking Dawn. Oh my god. First of all, I'm sorry, but girls, I really don't get why teenage girls like this stuff. This one is really bad. Okay, the basic plot. Oh god, how do I describe this? And this could have been condensed down to one movie, or this first part of this whole movie could have been the first hour of a 2-hour movie. This didn't need to be 2 hours. From what I gather, I don't really know what happens in the next part, which I really want to see the next half with the riff tracks. So I look forward to that because it'll be Lulzy, L-U, however you pronounce it, the L-U-L-Z-Y. Yeah, I'm just in it for the laughs. Oh god. Okay. Anyways, the basic plot, basically, Edward and Bella are getting married, and yeah, whatever. And I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna get so much flack. Bring it on. That was all I gotta say. Cause I like talking about bad movies, and this is a bad movie. So yeah. Cannot believe I watched this. But I watched it with riff tracks. I feel like it's okay. Because I love riff tracks. I love MST3K. It's like watching an episode of MST3K, basically, for me. It's like, that's what I feel. It's like, it's watching another episode. I'll do anything for a fix for these guys, because I think they're hilarious. But anyways, okay, the basic plot, Edward and Bella are getting married, and, Jacobs is really pissed and everything. I don't know. I don't need to explain this too much. These are, a lot of people know about these movies, but, basically, and then once they get married, they can have sex, because, the one of the morals of this universe, you can't have sex if you're not married, or, I don't know. And that's what I'm taking from this, and I don't know, it's just, ugh. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they were underage. Obviously he's not considered underage, because he's a vampire and everything, but, I don't know. But I just, but yeah, and anyway, so when they finally do have sex, she gets pregnant, and it's some kind of, I don't know, they don't really explain what kind of, I don't know, they don't explain how this can happen because he's dead and everything. So they don't really explain how he can have a baby with her or whatever, I don't know. Or maybe they did explain it, I don't remember, because it was just, I was laughing too much at the riff tracks to notice the exposition going on in the movie. But yeah, I don't know, this movie was just awful and just gross. Because I'm going to just spoil this movie, I'm sorry, I'm just going to spoil it. And many people have read these stupid books, just And I admit I've read the first book, and that was enough for me. Like, no. I mean, it's one thing to make up stuff. I mean, it's one thing to make up vampires, because, I mean, anybody can really do their own vampire lore. It's just another thing. Just, I mean, the romance part is just, I don't know, just does nothing about it grabs me. The main character doesn't grab me. She's annoying. Bella Swan is annoying. You know, Edward is really annoying. You know, it's... And even though in the first book, Jacob came off kind of interesting, mostly because he was, you know, a normal dude. And just, I don't know. In that one, he came off like the most normal person in there, even though afterwards, you know, you find out he's a werewolf slash, you know, shapeshifter type of thing. Because, I mean, the way it's presented, he's more like a shapeshifter than a werewolf, exactly, you know. Or an animagus if you're if you're a Harry Potter fan. But yeah, he's just, yeah. There's just nobody really interesting in this series. But yeah. Yeah, and back to the movie. I'm gonna spoil the crap out of this because once she gets pregnant, she just looks sickly after a while. She looks like, I don't know. You know, women who get pregnant, you know, put on a lot of weight, or you know, put on a certain amount of weight. She's like, but you know, and she just looks sickly a lot of the time. So it's like, are you trying to tell kids, you know, just, you know, don't have sex, don't get pregnant? You know, like that Mean Girls quote, you know, the coach says, you know, don't get pregnant, or don't have sex, you will get pregnant and die. And that's what happens to Bella, basically. She gets pregnant and it kills her. So, you know, oh god. I'm just gonna spoil this movie and, like, spoilers. You know, after, you know, because Edward has to, I don't know how to describe this without being really graphic. But to get the baby out, he has to bite his way through Bella's stomach or something, or it's just, you know, because I read about it before. This birthing scene is actually the reason why I wanted to watch this movie, because it just sounded disgusting. He has to eat his way through her or something, or I don't know, just to get to the baby, and it's just gross. But anyways, you know, she dies, and then of course Edward has to bring her back as a vampire and whatever. And that was basically the end of the movie. You know, you have the wedding, and she gets pregnant, and then the baby comes, and you know, and then she dies, becomes a vampire. That was the basic thing. That could have been condensed into an hour at least. You know, because they stretched it out to have, you know, little scenes of their honeymoon and stupid crap like that. It was basically your basic, you know, I don't know, some sort of chick flick or I don't know, some movie of the week thing where somebody gets married and gets pregnant and has a baby and dies. You know, just a slice of life kind of thing. I don't know. It just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Because I don't know what happens in the next half of the book, but it could have been made into one movie. You know, it's not like Harry Potter where you have a lot of stuff going on in the book. It had to be split in half. Which, I mean, even at the same time, that probably could have been condensed down too, but you would have lost so much character stuff. So I like that was split up in half, even though, I mean, it does bug me that you have to buy the movie. You have to buy both parts separately and not together, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole other discussion for a whole other type of show. But yeah, oh god, this movie. And I'm done. Oh my god, this movie. I'm gonna get so much flack. You know, I don't know if any Twilight fans actually watch this. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I'm done raging. The next movie I want to talk about is the fun movie that I want to end on a high note because, you know, after all that rage, I want to just get to this fun movie I watched recently. I could have really gone further with that rage, but anyways. This other movie I want to talk about is Drag Me to Hell, which was hilarious. And I don't think it was meant to be, but it was hilarious, awesome, gory. It was fun. The plot of this movie is this woman, I want to say Christine, something with a C. Anyways, this woman, she gives out loans to people, or you know, she's a loan officer or something at a bank, loans somebody at a bank, and this gypsy woman comes in and wants a loan for her house. She's needed a bunch of loans, so she's kind of, you know, the woman doesn't think that she has that she can give it to her, so she goes to talk to her boss, and apparently she can, but she doesn't want to. So she kind of, screws this woman over, and so this woman, she publicly humiliates this woman. It's so much gross stuff going on in this movie, but I loved it. Oh, this was a fun movie. But yeah, so after she publicly humiliates this woman, the woman curses her, and so she finds out later on that a demon will come to her in 3 days and take her to hell. So she's trying to figure out, what to do to stop it, and she goes to great lengths to stop her curse from happening. She kills her. Oh no, I don't want to give anything away. I shouldn't have even said that much, but oh my god, because this movie is really good. You got to find it. I watched it. I DVR'd it off of the Sci-Fi Channel, and I loved it. I don't want to give too much away, but it's so much fun. It's so gory. There's so much gross stuff going on. Oh, by the way, this is a Sam Raimi movie. He did the Evil Dead movies and the Spider-Man movies. And this is just just a tiny bit like the Evil Dead movies. Because you have some of the effects that are a lot like the Evil Dead movies. Where people are just floating, just every craziness, and just, it's so much fun. I will give one thing away because it was just hilarious. Because it made me go, what? It's just so hilarious. Because there's a part where the main woman is visited by the spirit or whatever of the gypsy woman. Because I'll give that part away too. She dies. The gypsy woman dies, and so I'm just gonna say, anyway, she's kind of visited by the spirit of this woman, and she's attacking her, and at some point she put her whole fist through the woman's mouth. Oh, that's the other thing in this movie. There's a lot of scenes that look weird. Oh, God. Never mind. Anyways, there's a lot of scenes where things go into this woman's mouth. Flies go into her mouth. I think blood, vomit, or maybe not vomit, but I don't know. It's a lot of weird stuff goes into this poor woman's mouth. It's just, I don't know what they're trying to say there. But yeah, lots of weird stuff goes in her mouth. So this woman has her fist down the woman's mouth, and all of a sudden she sees this anvil hanging up, and she's like, "Oh!" And she kind of cuts it with the blade of a ice skate. Just goes like this, and just the anvil drops on the woman's head. And like, I was waiting for the music to go. Da 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 da. And Porky Pig said, "That's all, folks," and because it's very Looney Tunes. Oh, it was so much fun. I really liked this movie. It was fun. And actually, I watched this before watching Twilight, I think. Like, oh, God. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not going to get back into that. But yeah, this was a fun movie. And, it's just, I don't know. It was very fun. Very, very, very fun. Because a lot of it was very campy and very over the top, which I loved. And, cause, I don't know, I heard that this got kind of mixed reviews. Some people liked it. And, I've mostly met people who like it for the wrong reasons. Kind of like I do. I want to own this movie. Because it was really hilarious. And, yeah. And I'm sorry I haven't done a whole lot of videos. I was going to do this. I was going to talk about these two movies sooner. But it's like, I was way too angry. I was way too angry to talk about Breaking Dawn, because I did that one last. And so it ended with me just raging like I did the first part of the video. But I feel like that was a calmer version of me, because I just went all off in my last one that I tried to do. So yeah, that's basically it. And I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to ask for suggestions, because somebody keeps asking me to watch Joe versus the Volcano. And, at this point, just stop asking, for one. I'll get to it, maybe, but mostly it looks really stupid. I'm sorry. No offense to Tom. I love Tom Hanks, I love Meg Ryan, but it looks really dumb. If it's on TV, maybe. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. If it's on TV, or if I find it for 50 cents, or a quarter at a yard sale or something, maybe, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to see it. It looks really dumb. I did get some interesting suggestions, though. One called Conquest. It looks interesting. Some kind of horror slash fantasy movie that looks interesting. And some others. I really need to find some random bad movies to watch, because I don't know. Some people just don't. Some of my followers on here don't seem to get what the kinds of movies I want to watch, and that's okay. I just, there's certain movies I want to talk about in here, and there's some I just no. So yeah, if you ask again, I'm not gonna. I'm done answering that. I'll see it if I see it, but mostly no. So yeah, I like getting suggestions, but just no more about Joe versus the Volcano. I'm sorry, but just I'm trying to be really, really nice about it, because it's not driving me too crazy, but it's just, I don't know. I don't want to be mean. I just please stop asking. I will see it when I can, if I can ever find it. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I'm not ordering it online. I'm not going to have a friend buy it for me, unless it's a joke. If a friend wants to buy it for me as a joke, okay, but I mean, I'm not going to ask anybody to buy it for me. No. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I don't want to be mean. I'm just, yeah, and yeah. And about never mind. I'm done. I'm just, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, until next time.